Happy Saturday, guys. You know the drill. We're gonna do a Goku guide today. I feel like it's long overdue. Actually, a lot of you have asked for it. I just felt like I shouldn't even do it just because we know a lot of things about Goku. But you know what? If we're gonna get back into the guides, might as well start with our main character here. For his first ability, Kamehameha, it connects with the second, third, fourth, and fifth light. Note that on the fifth light, your enemy can vanish it. It connects with all three heavies. The first part of the down tilt, a fully charged down tilt, and a fully charged up tilt. Just make sure to jump and use the ability on the fully charged up tilt and down tilts. For Goku Super Saiyan form, when he gets the teleporting Kamehameha, it connects with the fifth light in all three heavies. You can fully charge it on the third heavy. It looks like it connects with the fourth light, but if someone is just guarding, it actually does not, so keep that in mind. It is basically a reset. However, you are safe on this ability as well, no matter if you fully charge it or if you just press your ability button. For his second ability, Meteor Combination, it connects with the second, third, fourth, and fifth light. It connects with all three heavies, the first down tilt, and a fully charged up tilt. For his ultimate Super Spirit Bomb, it connects on all the lights except for the fifth one, all the heavies except for the third one, a fully charged up tilt, and the first part of the down tilt. Now his third ability is a counter, a 2-bar counter, and it only counters melee attacks, no projectiles, and you can follow up with some lights or dashes right after it. Alright guys, some quick tips about your abilities. Starting off with the Kamehameha, you can fully charge it, and when you fully charge it, if you are close enough, you can actually land Meteor Combination right after. And of course, most of you should know, after Meteor Combination, you can land a Kamehameha right after. You cannot fully charge it in the air after Kaioken, it will not land. As well as if you charge it fully in the air, you cannot land Meteor Strike after. Again, same thing, if you fully charge your Kamehameha, you can land another Kamehameha right after. It's kind of funny. Now, of course, if you are super far away, it will not work. We are cross map here. I fully charge it. Boom, it hits. But if I try and do it again, it will not hit. Now actually, unlike most charge abilities, there's only like 2 timings. If you just press it once, or if you hold it past a certain point, then it will automatically go into the charging effect. But with Goku, you can actually release it several different timings. I like to release it if I'm trying to fake out my opponent, if he's trying to vanish my Kamehameha. I like to do it right on the spark there and let it rip, or maybe hold it 1 second and then go. There's a lot of different times you can do to fool your opponent if they try and sidestep or backstep. Most of the time though, people are trying, if you're holding it, they're like getting ready to vanish and they're like, oh, he's gonna fully charge it. Well, let it rip before the fully charge and they're gonna miss their vanish. Even if they block it, it's just good because then you're a little bit safer. I did forget to mention this, but if you do fully charge this Kamehameha and they block it, you are still safe. You recover your guard instantly fast. Another thing, if you fully charge instant transmission on the ground, you can go ahead and land a Kamehameha right after, as well as a Kaioken, if I can get the timing here. Whoop. There we go. We can also land a Kaioken. This also works in vanish battles. If you just do a straight up vanish, not a high speed counter, a vanish on the ground, you can go ahead and land your Kamehameha or your Meteor Combination. However, if you do the Kamehameha, they do have a chance to vanish this right here, so be careful about that. For his ultimate, the only thing you really need to know about it is he does have a grab ult. Your opponent can escape from this, but if you go ahead and super cancel, which means right when they escape, just go ahead and press the chase button, which is L1. All you do is chase them, and the Spirit Bomb will stay on the map, and you can actually throw them back into the Spirit Bomb or use your Meteor combination, and if that lands as well, it will throw them into the Spirit Bomb, and you can land Kamehameha as well. If you are wondering about the Super Saiyan transformation and if it does more damage than your base form, it does not. I actually compared the two between the Kamehamehas and the Meteor combination. It is the same. Same thing with Goku's blue form. It is the exact same damage. The only difference is just some change in visual and particles, which is still cool, but I do wish it did maybe even just a little bit slightly more damage, just to fit with the lore. For Goku's grab string, it's pretty basic. I'd actually recommend grabbing on any part of his lights except for his 5th light. They're all pretty decently fast, and they're all kind of the same speed. Nothing's faster. That light right there is probably the slowest one, so obviously, like normal, just recommend going after those first 2 lights and then grabbing if you're planning to grab. For his stage transition, he can only do it after this 4th light right here, and now depending where you are in the map or whatever map you are choosing, if it is in the air, you can land a Kamehameha or a fully charged Kamehameha, but beware, your opponent can vanish this. But if you are confident they are not, just go with the fully charged Kamehameha. You'll get more damage out of most of the stage transitions you can do. However, the other thing you can do, if you have the bar for it, you can fully charge this and then switch to a character like Vegeta or maybe Cell or Frieza and go ahead and use an ability that can catch your opponent in the air, and then it will land depending on how high, again, the state transition is. It all depends on the map. Alright guys, getting into the more advanced stuff, starting off with our Vanish combos. Remember, Vanish combos are when we light, vanish, and then light again to see if we can continue a true combo. Now, Goku has quite a bit of these on his light string. After the 2nd light, go ahead and vanish, and then 3, 4, vanish again, and then 5. Now, again, to do this, you would light, go ahead and press X or A, depending on what console you're on, and you will vanish, and then go ahead and just press your light button again. So again, boom, boom, boom. A beautiful light string. It's very good because that 5th light also allows them to not be able to escape from here. And remember, if you are new here, which you might be, these Vanish combos are basically just to make sure you can throw off your opponent's high-speed counter if they're spamming square to try and get one, or if they try and escape super and you vanish, you can be safe from it. Alright guys, because Goku's most of his light string is a true Vanish combo and we do this, everything lands, it's great. There's only one possible outcome for a reset, and that's after the 3rd light here. So we're gonna do 2 lights, vanish, 3rd light, vanish again with that 4th light, and then go into whatever we want. The options are gonna be down tilt, a heavy, or a half charge up tilt, or a half charge down tilt. You get the idea, right? All these little options here. So again, 2 lights, vanish, 3rd light, vanish, 4th light, and then go into a down tilt. It does catch back steps, it does catch side steps. They can just straight up guard, and they can vanish, so be careful. If you are gonna heavy, you do have to half charge the heavy and even a little more past half charge, otherwise it will whiff and not connect. You gotta get a little bit of the practice and timing, but it's pretty good, especially since heavies do your most damage and connect with most of your abilities. Of course, you still might have the guys that might do the just guard, straight up guard. So if they do straight up guard, you can go for a fully charged down tilt or of course a fully charged heavy. But most of this time, this won't work. It's pretty slow. It's pretty easy to react to, but you have a good chance of getting it. The up tilt is probably the best timing there. As you can see, the down tilt takes a while, easy to react to. But if we go back to the up tilt here, kind of right when they get up in guard, it breaks their guard. So up to you guys, but I'd recommend always going for the down tilt. It's just the safer option, and maybe if you want to go for good damage, doing the half charge heavy. For his heavy string in the Vanish combos, you can do it after the first one here, and you can do it after the second one, but it is a restand. So what you really want to do is just vanish again right after. So after that 3rd one hits, you want to vanish, and we'll talk about the stuff you can do after. But for the most part, you only want to, if you want to go for confirmed damage, is do it after the first heavy here into the 2nd heavy. Now, of course, after the 3rd heavy, we do have some options. Of course, I recommend the down tilt. You can also up tilt, but again, down tilt is your best friend. Obviously, you cannot heavy because you are doing the heavy strings. However, we can also vanish dash. It's a very good option at this point. And remember, we will talk about vanish dashes in a sec here. But to do a vanish dash, all you do is vanish with your X or A button after you land a hit, and then press L1, and it will dash after them. As you see here, it definitely dodges some lights and can put you back in the driver's seat, but the down tilt is also a great option as well. Now, of course, if they are straight up guarding and not moving, I still don't recommend trying to guard break them because it's so slow. As you can see, so much time between the time they get up and the time you actually guard break them. This is what it looks like, the up tilt and down tilt. So I just recommend, of course, doing those vanish dashes. Even if they're guarding, you can do a lot of stuff. If you are afraid of them getting up and grabbing you right away, go ahead and do the just down tilt right away, and you can also go into the infinite. Remember, the infinite, if you don't know what it is, almost every character has the same infinite, some are different. All you got to do is down tilt and half charge up tilt, and you are plus right away. So again, down tilt, half charge up tilt, and you are good. So again, if we put that into play with just that third heavy there, 1, 2, vanish 3, we can go ahead and down tilt, and if they're blocking, just go ahead and do that half charge infinite, and we can go into whatever mix-ups we learn in the future. Getting into his vanish strings or the vanish dashes, all you gotta do, if you don't know what I'm talking about, is you land a hit, vanish, and then dash, and then that dash will land a hit, and we continue a combo. Now, Goku, for his lights, he only has really one good one. None of his actual lights combine with just a normal vanish dash, so we have to improvise here. And after the third light here, we're gonna vanish dash, hold our square button, and it's gonna hit right when they get up, and we are gonna be able to launch them into the air. Now, if they are close to a wall here, it will connect with a Kamehameha or a Kaioken. So again, only close to a wall, vanish dash, hold your square button as you're dashing, and then right when they get up, it'll hit. And if they're close to a wall, you can land some stuff. And as you saw before, if they are not close to a wall, you will not be able to land your abilities. Of course, you can go with the standard, just, you know, follow up with squares and you go into the air. But most of the time, I recommend if you have the bar going into your supers. If they are guarding, this is what it's going to look like. As you imagine, going into the third light here, vanish dash, fully charge your square button. It's just going to guard break them right when they get up. But of course, if they actually know how to time themselves, they're going to go ahead and vanish or sidestep properly. So just be aware of that. Okay guys, for his heavies, they all connect, however they do not perform a true combo. So if we do one heavy vanish dash, it does hit, but we are not able to just continue a straight true combo. So we're going to be going for a lot of resets here. So as you saw, the first heavy is like that. The second heavy vanish dash is the same way. Now the third heavy, what you're going to want to do is vanish dash and then hold your square button. And if they are close to a wall, we can land again Kaioken and Kamehameha, or you can just go into the air with lights. Or just a straight up dash, and this is what I mean by a straight up dash. You just want to dash and hit them like that. Alright. So if we are planning to do these vanish dashes on the heavy strings, a couple options are a fully charged light or a instant transmission light. Now, if you don't know what instant transmission is, it's just what I like to call the time where you're on the ground or in the air and you hold your light button, and at a certain time, if you let it go, you'll instantly teleport to the back of the opponent, and you can land Kaioken and Kamehameha as well, as you saw before. Another options are just your down tilt like always, or your option of a half charge heavy. Does catch opponents sometimes, however I don't recommend heavies, as you can be easily punished for this, as well as the down tilt. I recommend doing the half charge light or a fully charged light or an instant transmission light. Now, all the clips you just saw right there is if your opponent are pressing buttons. If they're not pressing buttons, that's what it's going to look like. They're going to get up a little bit slower like that. So again, we still have the fully charged light or the half charged light right there. We can also down tilt and we might be able to get them. But again, this is only if they are not pressing buttons. If they are, they're going to get up right away. So again, a couple options, we can heavy again or half charge heavy. If we fully charge heavy, it's not the best option. Again, they have time to sidestep, but it is a option. You might get a state transition as well, but you never know. Just a quick tip, we'll go over stuff like this a little later, but if you want to do these three heavies and you are not closer to a wall, you can switch. Use that switch as a stagger and use Goku's meteor combination and it will land. So if you didn't actually see what I did there, I'll just go ahead and show you. You can just switch and it will stagger them in the air like that, and you can land a meteor combination or Kamehameha. And I guess that works as well as if you do your two heavies here, vanish, and we just do a fully charged light, and we could just switch and do this instead of just hoping to be close to a wall. But if you are close to a wall, save that switch and go ahead and use your meteor combination or whatever Kamehameha, whatever you want to do. Alright guys, getting into the Vanish mix-ups, or just mix-ups in general, just the easiest Goku one you can do is his down tilt, right? You see a lot of Gokus do it, you see me do it a lot, it's just because it's so good. So again, just doing lights or heavies, and then half charge your down tilt. This catches side steps, back steps, and even jumps. Now, you do have to time it right. If you do hold it too long, they can backstep out of it or double backstep out of it, and they can jump out of it as well, and they can do a jump heavy, and then they'll hit you, and then you'll be the one that's being hit, right? So you do want to time it not too long. Right there is your best option. Just hold it for a quick second and let it go. If you hold it again too long, they also have the option of backstep and then they could vanish, or sidestep and then vanish. But that is your pretty much go-to down tilt you want to go to. Now, of course, smart people eventually will catch on if you do it too much, and they'll hold guard, right? They'll hold on to it, and then it'll just be here, right? In which case, you can just do the infinite and scare them into whatever mix-up you're going to do after. Again, down tilt, and then half charge up tilt. Or you can just straight up grab them after, of course. That's always a little mix. Or you can just, fully charge your down tilt if they're not going to move, and you might hit them, you might get the guard break. What I like to do though is if they're just starting to guard, is I just hold it a little longer than I normally do. Not enough to guard break, but enough to basically scare them into sidestepping or backstepping, and hopefully we hit them. Of course, your other option is to just straight up heavy while doing your lights, so half charge your heavy and you might be able to catch them. Of course though, they can counter out of this, they can sidestep and they can backstep. They gotta backstep vanish if you time your heavies right, but as you can see, if we get them guarding here and then we half charge our heavy, if they try and backstep, we'll catch them with it, and we can go into whatever combo we want. Now, of course, you do have the standard Kaioken mix-up. All you gotta do is just use it during your light string or heavy string, preferably light string, and if they backstep, sidestep, this will hit. If they jump, it will hit as well. However, you do have to be careful. As you see right there, I can easily perfectly sidestep it. So even while they're guarding, they do have a chance to sidestep it. Let's see if he does it here. No. Of course, it also is the biggest risk of if they just stay guarding, or if they just grab you out of it. And if they're trying to grab tech your grab during a mix-up, and they can grab you out of Kaioken. So very high risk, high reward, but definitely worth the risk if it does pay off. Now, actual Vanish mix-ups here, what I like to do is do 2 lights, vanish, and then do that third light. It will catch sidesteps, backsteps, and even jumps as well. The best way to do it though is to do 2 lights, delay your vanish, slightly delay it, and then go ahead and do that third light. You can also do it the opposite way, where you do 2 lights, vanish, and then delay that third light. It is completely up to you, feel out your opponent, but I like to delay my vanish just to see if they are trying to grab tech, and then that way I can easily just react to it and continue with a light combo of my own. Now, another thing you can do is doing this same movement, except we're gonna vanish dash. So after the second light, or even after the third light, what you're gonna do is just vanish dash. So again, X or A, and then use your analog controller to control where you're gonna vanish to, and then go ahead and just press L1 and dash. This catches the double backsteps, or the backsteps that kind of get out of the way of the thing I just told you about, because sometimes the backstep, depending on the character, is fast enough, or maybe you just didn't space it well enough to where they do backstep. So this is kind of like a nice 50-50 conditioning, where they might go for the vanish dash, or they might go for just like a standard vanish combo with the lights here. So another good option, because you can get a lot out of it as well. Now, of course, if they block the vanish dash, you do have the option of grabbing, and Goku's grab, you don't have to buffer it, you don't have to move a little bit before, because sometimes people have to move a little bit, then grab. But what you can also do is condition them after. If they are guarding this, they know you're going to grab. If they try and grab tech, you can jump and then heavy. So again, if they try and grab, just jump heavy and you'll get them as they grab. Or what I like to do with Goku is, it works sometimes, is see this little speedy thing. It does seem like I'm going really fast around them. If they grab right here, I like to back up. Oh, that was really slow. I don't know what that was. I like to back up and then use Kaioken as they grab, and you get a lot of damage off of it, other than just a jump heavy and then giving them a chance to escape or high speed counter. Alright guys, for this mix-up, it does involve charge canceling. If you don't know what that is, it's basically just stopping your end lag on your animations. So if I'm doing lights and I want to stop it, I just charge cancel, and there we go. It only works for lights, it does not work for heavies. If the way to do it is pretty much essentially just pressing R2 at the time you want to cancel your animation. So if I want to cancel my animation on the second light here, I just press R2 and press R1 after I press R2. So there we go, right there. As you can see, I canceled it. Don't press it at the same time. If I press it at the same time, it just does that. You kind of want to do it as a 1-2 situation. So R2, R1, 1-2, right? You just 1-2. You see my things popping up on the left there, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, right? If you want a better explanation tutorial, please look it up. I'm not going to go over it the whole time here. But for this mix-up, we're going to actually do it off of our second light here. So 1, 2, charge cancel, light again, and then vanish. As you see, there's a restand here, and this gives us multiple options. You've actually might have seen me do this with Galena and Blackbeard in a couple of my videos, or maybe you saw OPAC do it to me yesterday in that video. But this is not just for Goku, right? There's so many characters that can do this. Vegeta can do this, as you can see right there. So a lot of people kind of do this online now that I'm seeing, and I love it. Now for Goku's case, it's great for him because if we do it right here and our opponent is swinging and we counter, this will land. It's great. It's a great mix-up tool. Let's see if I can get the CPU to do it. And there we go, guys. That's how smoothly it works. And of course, we can go into the air right here. Oh, he's gonna get a high-speed counter because it's a level 7 CPU. And for some reason, I just can't do it on level 7s. I don't know why. It's so difficult. You can also do this on the fourth light, I believe. Boom, charge cancel, boom, and then there you go. He decided to use the super there. I don't know why. But yeah, there's your counter options pretty much the whole time. It's great. It's a great option. I'm going to go ahead and show you what else we can do with that little reset right there. Alright guys, so what you're about to see is just a couple options. So we can actually vanish closer to them and try and grab. However, it can be sidestep and backstep. We can also vanish dash. So if we want to do that one light and then vanish back and then dash right at them, you can get hit out of it. If you hold the light button as well, it might wipe them out. But if they sidestep, they can also dodge it. If they backstep, they'll get hit. Or if they just get hit in general, we can just continue with a light combo or whatever we want to do. Just another quick good thing that they should know. If you do just land a heavy raw and you do this, it's a good just chance for a reset. So if you ever wanted to do 2 heavies and then try this little reset, you can do it. It's pretty simple. Off 1 heavy it works as well. You just have to vanish again and then do it. It's great, guys. It's a good option. I usually only do it for the counter or if I'm trying to bait out in a ultimate or something. I love doing the grab option. They do need to be pressing buttons or holding guard. But other than that, guys, that's going to be it for the mix-ups. There are a couple other ones, but I'm not going to go through every single options. Those are just the standard and probably best optimal ones to go for. But other than that, let's get to some combos. Alright guys, it's been 3 years. You should know Goku's combos, but if you are new, welcome. I'm going to go ahead and show you what you want to be doing. 3 heavies into Kaioken or Meteor combination is the best. You want to Kamehameha and choose an assist that connects after this. I like Vegeta. You can choose a couple others. I think Kaiba works. I think, you know what, I'm not going to say it because I honestly don't, in the back of my head I don't know, but this is a nice 5-bar combo for a good 55%, 60% right there. You also can just do it in the air after your 5th light right here. They can't escape right there, so Meteor combination is guaranteed to hit here. Again, just same thing, go like this. If you want, you can switch to Vegeta. Now, sometimes you might mess up the timing for Vegeta or whatever assist, like I did right there. What I like to do is call it right when the Kamehameha shoots. That's when I call in the assist, and it works perfectly for me every single time. Now, guys, of course, if you ever want to try and land the fully charged Kamehameha and do this type of combo right here, you absolutely can. Remember, it's very hard to actually land that, especially against, you know, good players. But if you manage to, you can go the same combo route here. You can even dash up and maybe try and go for the reset here. He will white out if you try and light again. I tried to Kamehameha right there, but yeah, you can definitely do the little restand we talked about earlier right here. But if I try and do even 1 heavy and do this combo, he'll white out when I try and do the restand. So you do have to land the Kaioken raw if you want to get that little restand. I'll show you here. You should white out right here. Yep, should white out right there. So you do have to land this ability raw. If you want to go for that restand. Of course, you also have the other option of the triple Kamehameha, fully charged Kamehameha, and then Kamehameha again, maybe use Vegeta assist. and then go into your meteor combination, and you can do another Kamehameha right after this. Now, guys, these aren't optimal. They're big damage, don't get me wrong. It's actually a good use of 5 bars, but there's just, you know, you don't need to go crazy with the fully charged Kamehameha. That's just if you're going for like clips or something. I don't know what you're doing if you're doing that. The only time I ever go for it is if they are guarding and I do 6 lights here, or my 5th light, and I just do it because it's such a big end lag that sometimes they might think they can punish you, and sometimes you can hyper armor through it. But they should be, good players will be able to react in time and vanish away, or just they won't hit you in general, and they'll just wait for the Kamehameha to be over. Alright guys, now the combo that actually got my channel, I'd like to say, kind of, you know, I think like subs started rolling in, is this combo right here. 3 heavies into meteor combination. This is fully awakened here. And then same thing, Vegeta assist, and now you're just gonna ult instead. And now this doesn't do as much damage as it did in the past. It used to do at least 90%. Now it only does roughly around, what, like 80, 70, yeah, 75, almost close to 80. So not the best combo we can do. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what we can do. This combo is still very optimal, very good, but there's better stuff we can do now. Alright guys, for this one, to get the 100%, we do have to land Kaioken Raw, and we do have to be awakened, and we do have to do that charge cancel reset, so please practice that. So right here, landing Kaioken Raw is actually a lot easier than you think, but we're gonna do this everything the same. Dash up, gonna do the reset here, and we're gonna go for the grab and then just ult. Of course, some of you hate grab ults, but you can't escape from this one, and they'll be able to. If they don't though, if they choose just to take it, maybe they're just throwing around, or maybe they don't care, it will do roughly 95% damage. However, if they do decide to escape it, we can always just super cancel, and I think most of you have seen that here. And we can super cancel. The spirit bomb will still be in play, and we can dash up, maybe we can grab, and if we grab and throw them back into the spirit bomb, we can use meteor combination, or if they're expecting the grab, we can just use meteor combination and it will hit them into the spirit bomb, in which we can do a Kamehameha and normal stuff after again. Alright guys, the only 100% I've been able to find is the one with the fully charged Kamehameha, so it is going to be very rare to land, like most 100%s anyways. And there is 2 resets in here pretty much. Of course, we can do the standard combo right here, like after Vegeta I get ult, gives you good damage, but if we're going 100%, gonna have to do the charge cancel, and then we are gonna have to grab. I mistimed it right there, don't worry about that. And of course they get escape right here, right? So a lot of resets, but even if they escape right here, the super cancel with Goku Spirit Bomb is just so good in general. You can't see a thing, you have the upper hand, and it is a very clean 100% combo. But other than that guys, the best we can get is that 95% with the other grab, and if we don't go for the little reset there, then it's just the, I believe, 85% or 80% combo that we had earlier. Alright guys, I'm going to add this little section here. The guide is technically over, but if you ever want to use this team specifically, there's a lot of cool stuff we can do with them, especially Vegeta being on the team here. You can fully charge his Gatling gun this way as well, and we can also land Spirit Breaker, same way Goku can land his Meteor combination. So right there is a really cool combo, and they can't really escape out of it unless they banish the Kamehameha from earlier or escape earlier. And of course we could just go into Grimmjow here and maybe just do straight up lights and go into the air and get a little bar back. So that's a nice 60-55% combo with all of them. This part, you can also do this with Goku. So we're gonna go ahead through 3 lights here. Zero will land fully charged Kamehameha, and we can land Spirit Breaker depending on where we are in the map. Vegeta should be up by the time we can switch to him here, and then we can go boom. Now we can try and do the reset, but he does white out if he wanted to, so yeah. Some other basic stuff you can do is if you ever go into the air battle here, you can switch right here and then press the dash button. Goku will keep in the air, and then as Vegeta you can use your Spirit Breaker. We can do the same thing with Grimmjow here, so if I'm doing this, Grimmjow doesn't have like a thing, but we can Sero. I did it a little late and messed up a bit. But if we wanted to do the same thing with Goku, boom. I'm cutting it a little close there. I'm doing it a little too fast. They might hit the ground before. But yeah, that's another thing we can do. Also, Grimmjow, of course, with his little snowballs. People get salty when I call them snowballs, so I'm gonna keep calling them. We can just do like something really basic here. launch all 5, and then just ult, right? And it does about 90% damage. Surprisingly, there's not a reset because the way it scales shows there's not a reset. I thought they would have hit the ground and then maybe they had a chance to guard, but I guess not, because right here it's gonna scale really hard and hit 90. So that's just another option. Of course, that's a 5-bar combo, but you know, it's a 5-bar combo. Might as well do it, right? But guys, thank you so much for watching. That's gonna be it for this guide. There is some other stuff with this team that we can do, but I just showed you some of the basic stuff. Guys, have a good one. Let me know who you want the next guide to be. No promises that it'll be this long as it's been since I've done a guide, but hey, I had a lot of fun. It did take a lot of time today, so please do like the video, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.